Hi, welcome to your Yin class. This primarily focuses on the legs. It will release the back as well. So we'll begin, actually the whole practice is on the back. So when you're ready, just go ahead and lay down. Take a moment or two to arrive on your mat. It always feels nice to just arrive on the mat. You did it. It's this amazing safe place where you really don't have to do anything. Just be. Find a breath in and an exhale. Massage the back of your head on the ground. And let's start with windshield wipers. Knees just rock right to left. Nice and easy. Lingering on any part that might feel good, or feeling just that nice flow. Find center, hug right knee to chest, happy baby with the right leg. So this class, we won't hold things, it's just a nice short class, but we won't be holding things too long. So this is the right side happy baby. We won't be holding things too long, although we will do a little bit of dynamic resistance. So start just passively, start just feeling through that right leg. If the foot's too far to grab, just grab the ankle. You can also grab the shin and kind of let that foot come out. If it's helpful, the other leg, the knee can just kind of drop open, which is nice. Lets that pelvis be heavy. Take a few more rounds of breath, just a little bit of time here to feel through that right inner thigh and groin area. And now, depending on where you have the hand, you'll push in, you'll push like you're pushing the foot up, but your hand won't let it if it's on the foot. If you've got ankle, you can sort of do the same thing. You're just kind of pushing up and holding like you're gonna try to get your knee down with your hand, but your foot's wanting to push up. So you'll just hold that for about 5 more seconds, just about 50%, maybe 40, 50% for fullest resistance, just like you're really, and now relax that. Notice if there's any subtle change, there may or may not be. Take a few moments here. We'll do it one more time. Start to resist wherever your hand is. Just feel like you're resisting opposite into each other. Foot into hand or ankle into hand. Foot's pushing up. Get to about 60, 70, maybe even 90 to 100% of your fullest resistance. Just 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, a little bit of work and soften. Good. So now we'll take our right knee into our chest. Extend your left leg long. Maybe some circles to rinse through. Hamstring stretch. Interlace hands, so we won't need a strap because we're going to do a little bit of dynamic resistance here, also called PNF. Feel first through the passive, so just let the passive stretch. So let it just be easy and relaxing. You might work your hands up more your calf, or you can keep them at the hamstring. And we'll stay here. You can wiggle that foot around. Just make it be easy. The knee can be a little bent, it can be straight. Just let it feel like a nice relaxing stretch. Relaxing the back of your head, relaxing through your face. So find an interlace, if your hands aren't already, to the middle of your hamstring. So it's right in between the knee and the hip. So you'll push the hamstring into the hand and the hand into the hamstring. So you're kind of trying to get your leg away from you as your hands push into that. Like you're trying to reach your leg away from you. And you can even push your foot up a little bit to the sky as the hand pushes about 40-50% of the push. 5, 4, 3, and soften. Go back to that stretch. You might notice a little increased range of motion, you might not. We'll just do it one more time. So feel that traction. You probably don't want to have your leg be at all the way to your head. You probably want it to be a pretty easy stretch here. So you're resisting, trying to get that leg away from you, pushing the hands into that hamstring, maybe even pushing the foot up to the sky. 5, 4. You might go to all the way fullest, most resistant, and soften, relax, just briefly. You might even walk your hands up a little farther. And so we'll cross the right ankle over the left knee. We're right above that knee. Give it a hug, maybe a rock side to side. And we'll tip the formation over to the left. So here we'll just start with a relaxation of that right outer hip. You can use your left hand as a kickstand to support and hold that right leg. Not necessarily pushing the leg or bringing the leg in, just kind of letting it rest there, and relax your back. Notice the back of your head. And although these stretches aren't extremely long holds, we're just dropping in right away. So we're just seeing if we can really tune into what we feel and let the body relax into the ground. So go ahead and just release your left hand from that kickstand. Aim your right knee a little bit away from you. So you're just kind of energetically, without your hand there, bringing your right knee away from you. At about, little traction there, about maybe 50% of your fullest push. Soften your back, but try to energize that right knee away from you for 5 more moments. And bring your hand back and rest. See if you can maybe relax your low back or let the hip joint itself just melt. Maybe even the butt comes heavier to the ground. And we'll do that one more time. So release the hand again and energize that knee farther away from you. Just as it won't move very much, but just activate it so that knee's working away from you, the thighs working away from you. Maybe a little bit stronger on this round. And we'll relax again. Just letting that thigh get heavy into your hand. Seeing if your low back can soften. Maybe feeling through the entire hip, the whole side, the back of it, and just let it ungrip. If there's any holding, to see if it can soften just a little bit more. And we'll close this side with we're already in a little twist, but we'll take it, so you might just kind of roll out of it a little bit. Bring your knees like fetal position. So your knees are stacked, your hips stacked, and now we'll just reach that right arm all the way away from us into a gentle twist. No activation, just kind of taking a little bit of a rinse here for about a minute. Head soft. You might even rock your head back and forth and find out where does it feel most comfortable to let your head be. There's no one right way. You can use your left hand as kind of an anchor for those legs, or you don't have to. Whatever just feels easiest, most relaxing. Noticing if this gentle rinse can let you soften the tissues of the low back, even of the hips. Maybe you might even feel through the right chest opening a bit. And then for this last few moments, just without any effort, you might even back off of the stretch. You might even kind of fall out of it a little bit, but see if you can release any sense of effort here. Slowly make your way to your back, laying out in Savasana in between sides. Just lay the legs out for a moment. You might shake it a bit. Feeling through the right leg, feeling through the left leg. You might notice that right leg feels heavier or more circulation. Might feel closer to the ground. Just take a note. Take a notice. Left side saying, hey, how about me? So we'll bend our knees, windshield wiper, right to left. Rinsing through back, the hips. Unwinding the mind. Find center, left knee hugs in toward chest. You might circle a little bit. Happy baby with the left leg. So you might see, can you reach? I like to reach from the inside of my leg and grab my outer foot. That just feels nice. If that is too much effort or the foot's not available, you can grab the ankle, you can even grab the shin. Maybe let that right knee open up the other way and counterbalance or straighten the right leg. Relaxing into the stretch for a few moments. Noticing the left inner thigh, left groin. Starting to add resistance. So it's as if the foot is pushing into your hand and you're trying to get your foot up, but the hand's trying to get your foot down. You're just resisting into yourself. So maybe the ankle, same kind of thing. Maybe the shin. Just act like you're pushing your foot up, but your hand or your won't let it. About 50% of your fullest resistance. Try to not let the shoulder or neck get involved here. 3, 2, and soften. Relax a few moments. Try to let your pelvis be weighted evenly to the ground the best you can. It's kind of why I like to bend my other knee and counterbalance it. So we'll take one more resistance for about 10 seconds. Working up to 80, 90, maybe 100% of your fullest resistance. But check your shoulders and neck. Maybe forehead, soften that. 5 seconds. And relax. A few moments. Good, so hug your left knee into chest. Elongate the other leg. And again, circles or flex, point and flex. Left leg to sky for your hamstrings. You can interlace your hands at the belly of the hamstring or the calf, whatever feels good. And again, we're not trying to go for our fullest stretch. We're just making it pretty easy. So if the leg is starting to shake or anything that you might be in the stretch too far. Just should feel pretty easy and relaxing. Maybe like 60% of your fullest stretch even. Something sweet about the subtlety of this. my rice is done. So adding the resistance, pushing your interlaced hands. This time bring the hands to the right in the belly of the hamstrings. Push and resist. So like you're trying to get your leg away from you and your hands trying to bring your leg in. Maybe even pushing the foot up 50%. Now notice the neck. My neck started gripping. 5. Little bit of traction there, resisting into your hands. And soften, relax. Just notice. Again, let the stretch be easy. You might have a little more range of motion. Let's just check that out. But keep it at that easy, easy stretch. One more traction. Feel like you're trying to get your heel and your leg away from you and resist with your hands. Pushing the foot up maybe. Pushing that leg away, resisting maybe all the way to the fullest 100% resistance. 5. And soften, relax. A few moments here. Now letting that hip feel heavy, you can walk your hands up if that feels nice. Trying to let it be comfortable in the arms though. Hug your left knee in. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Figure 4 to begin. Tip the formation to the right. Use your right hand as a kickstand. Again, so you're not really trying to get that knee away from you or push it away here or bring it in necessarily. Just let that knee, it's kind of up to the sky and your hand holds that leg. Relax the neck. So let this be very easy for a few moments. We're just letting it be simple. There's something sweet about just letting yourself not have to do the biggest stretch in the world or the hardest thing. It gives this message to your mind, to relax, releasing stress, releasing any extra tension, holding patterns. That could be one of the healthiest things we do for ourselves, is that releasing of the stress. Noticing the feeling of your low back and your hip. Noticing where your leg is in space and release your hand. So keep it there, but now just activate so that it's like you're trying to get that left knee slightly away from you without your hand there. So you're just kind of pushing the knee away from you. 50, 60% of your fullest resistance. 5 seconds. Replace your hand there and just relax your leg into your hand. One more time. Release your hand. Energize your knee away from you. Try not to adjust anything else in your body though. Forgot to mention that. As you reach your left knee away, notice if you're compensating or using your back or anything else, and try not to do anything else but resist or push like you're trying to get the left knee away from you. It probably won't move very far. All the way to about 100%. 5, 4, and relax. Hand to thigh. See if the hips can feel like they're just dropping heavy. The left butt won't be on the ground, but just let it feel heavy. Feel the relaxation of your low back. Begin to take this to our final twist, our last shape. So however is easy for you to back off. I kind of like to just almost roll into it to the right. Stacking the knees, so we're in fetal here, and hips are on top of each other. Just can reach that left arm out. You may feel a little opening through the left chest. You might hold the thighs. So this one is just going to be a nice relaxing stretch. We're not going to use any effort, any resistance. Just be here for about a minute for our last shape before Savasana. I like anchoring my hand to my legs here, but sometimes I feel grippy with my hands. So maybe sometimes sneaking that hand under, or just setting it up in such a way that every part of your body can feel really effortless, melty. There's part of your body that's holding up a little. See if you can just give it permission to soften into the support from the ground beneath you, because you are held. Your head be wherever it wants to be. Mouth, hinge of jaw, just relaxing. Begin to unwind, and we'll finish it up with just a little windshield wiper rinse. You might notice a short amount of time that you feel different in the body or in the mind. While they are being out in, our body out in Shavasana. Letting everything go. Feeling how held you are. How you don't need to do anything. You don't need to get anything done or be anywhere. You're here. Breath in. Just sigh. Find your way slowly to your side. Maybe cradling your head. Rise up to a seat whenever you're ready.